Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ancestor Oracle. This is going to be a soul session. Actually, I'm calling this Wild Out Wednesday with Whitney Houston and Left Eye. Their energy's been around me all day. Whitney's energy's around me a lot anyway. And the reason she explained today, along with her and Dwight is Heavy D. I think I probably brought him up in a different video. The reason she's around so much and Heavy D are around me so much is because Whitney says she's helping all the like she says she calls them babies, like Left Eye, Chris Kelly from Krossed. So Lisa Lopez, Chris Kelly from Krossed, Aaliyah, her and Aaliyah. Okay. With the help of Aaliyah, because Aaliyah's here too. With the help of Aaliyah, and Whitney, they're helping the souls that were. The best way for me to describe it, I don't know if you've seen the Netflix the series Stranger Things, the Upside Down. That's kind of like where these people are stuck at. It's like once they cross over, it's like they're there and they can kind of get home, but like someone has to turn the lights on for them. Someone has to turn the lights on. It's like how it was what Whitney is showing me, and there's like disco lights everywhere. And in African culture, like music is like what uplifts. It's always been that's why I like soul music. Comes from the soul, and to me it should be to uplift. So what they're doing over there, Heavy D is like throwing a big ass party, like the show is what he's calling it. When I see it, it's like the documentary, the show, the hip hop documentary, the show, and I can see the CD cover. I think it's blue, which is interesting that it's blue because the light energy that's coming in when like they're explaining it, like the light that's like all around the stage is like a liquid. This is even a color, like a liquid, glittery, goldish, luminescent blue. I don't know any other way to explain it. Yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. But the energy that that show is, the energy of that show is going to raise the vibration. So these people can get to where they need to go. Their souls can get to where they need to go. If that makes sense. It's like they're saving souls is what's going on. And the ones that are because even though they're physically bound to physical contracts here on this earth, like with as far as money and stuff goes, but spiritually, like the essence of them is also bound. So if Whitney and Aaliyah and this feels like this is the team that is like that's coming to me that's doing it. So it feels like Whitney, Aaliyah, Dwight, Lisa. Dwight is Heavy D if you don't know that. Lisa is Left Eye. Michael Jackson, James Brown, Prince. Those innovators of our Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, like that energy. The innovators of that time are all like on the other side, banding their energy with the souls that are in basically the sunken place. If you ever watch Get Out, the sunken place or the Upside Down, and they're throwing parties like to get them to come because we likes to kick it. Can we kick? And Fife has like been in my energy too. I just heard in my head, can we kick it? That's Tribe Called Quest. If you don't know anything about tribe. So, yeah, with all that, Wild Out Wednesdays with Whitney and Left Eye. And because it's Wild Out Wednesdays, and I'm scratching my head because Left Eye is like in my ear talking about, play the song, wear the hat, play the song, wear the hat, play the song, wear the hat. Like, just, yeah. And her energy feels a lot like mine, but way more in your face. So, I got a hat that I got from a Mother's Day trip that I went on. When was that trip? 7 years ago, I think. Yeah, we went on a trip and we got these hats. And I was thinking earlier, I was like, oh, I wish I had a hat to wear. She's like, you do have a hat. And she showed me this hat that I could wear. So I'm supposed to wear this, my glittery hat. I don't like it like that. Doesn't look good. Sorry. I'm going to turn it back around because I don't like it like this. That's better. That's more me. Anyway, so I'm sitting here in a glittery hat, like for real. Oh goodness! All right. So the show. I've been doing these like soul sessions in my car, just like having these artists come through and sing and do their thing. And hold on, I feel like I need to get the date. I don't see it. You can barely see it, but there we go. So I've been doing these real life. Hold up, she wants to. Not this week. I'm chilling because in the hot through all my baggy wrists and I just want to. This used to be my favorite TLC song. This and What About Your Friends? Hold on, we gonna like kick it with Left Eye format. I gotta keep my pants down real low. That's the kind of girl I am. That's the kind of girl I am. I'm laughing because like after TLC came out, I wanted hair like T-Boz. I wanted to wear the bright colors. I think I was 12 when they came out. I wanted to wear the bright colors and the half shirts. And my dad was like, yeah, you really shouldn't be wearing half shirts at 12. But my mom liked them and she let me do it with the jackets. Like the like spray painted looking jackets. I wore an outfit like that with some black combat boots to the Hammer concert. That was my first concert. I stayed up till 4 a.m. to win tickets to that concert, and it was not to see TLC. Actually, it was to see Jodeci. I love like Jodeci was, man. You can tell me nothing about any Uptown artist, Mary, Father MC, but like Jodeci, man, Forever My Lady, like changed my entire life. I just thought for sure all of them were singing about my 11-year-old ass. I know they weren't, but I felt like that. And I still, and then the Come and Talk to Me remix came out. Hold on. And then the Come and Talk to Me remix came out. I'm turning this down because, like, Andre Harrell's head isn't buried in his lap anymore. And he's here. And as I'm talking about, like, Uptown, he's here. And he's telling, like, listen to me talk about, because I'm about to talk about the Come and Talk to Me remix. I don't know if the Come and Talk to Me remix was filmed at his house. Gerald was. Maybe that video was filmed at his house. I'm not sure. I think so. That's the energy he's giving me. Like, he has some attachment to that, that property that video was. Oh. Pick your head up. Okay. Sorry for the silence. He said, and then he went to put his head back down. I don't know if you just like heard me say, pick your head up. He said the Come and Talk to Me remix where that video was filmed at, yes, that is his property. Yes, he has connection to that property. That property, things happen on that property that hurt a lot of people, is what he's saying. I literally feel like I just want to throw up. He was like, it was a grooming spot for the younger acts. Like he's just like he's, hold on. Just a second, Lisa. Oh. Then I just looked back and saw Jermaine Dupri. He said that house. Okay, Whitney's picture just fell. That I'm just okay. So I'm just trying to gather it all. So what Andre Harrell is telling me as he's like sobbing, and I'm trying to get through, like hysterically crying. That house that the "Come and Talk to Me" remix was filled. And he keeps calling So Death, like, he said that should have been like So Death, like, because it killed a lot of the essence of the younger artists. Oh, that's not Andre Harrell talking about that. That should have been So Death. That's Chris Kelly. Crisscross. Chris Kelly. Was he says victimized and sodomized in every kind of amised you can think of. I don't know, every kind of amised. I don't know if that's like a word he made up. And then I like got in my, like, he put like in my visual Orlando Bloom. So it's like everybody thought I had went like crazy, like, I was just talking out my head. But all these things are true, that he was like, they were hurting us. They hurt all of us. Like, took their essences, especially like when they get them. And he's like, and they get them young, so they can, like, they get them young. They get the ones whose fathers aren't in their lives, male and female. And it's really the ones who don't have, like, that parent, like, pushing their kid because their kid loves the talent. It's usually the ones that get trapped up in it, or the parents who come from lower income and just want their kid, to succeed. And they do some things that. So Chris Kelly's saying, like, his mom's like, you do some things, you sign some things, and you don't know what you're signing. You don't know what you did. And back then, I guess they weren't getting, like, good attorneys. They were just, like, signing stuff. Just signing. And he's like, sometimes, because you're young and you don't know, you sign blank documents, which you should never do that. I don't know if you know that you should never sign a blank document. It was like, yeah, you would just sign blank documents. And he goes, and those are usually those documents that are sealed in blood that you don't realize are sealed in blood because you are high and drunk and off some whatever pill they gave you so they can do whatever to you. He said it happened to all of us. Him, Chris Kelly, the other Chris. Because both their names are Chris Kelly, the other Chris. Bow Wow, Usher. The Brat's been through some things. Hell, shit, Jermaine Dupri's been through some things, but that's no excuse. No excuse. Gross. Yeah. A lot of pedophilia went on at that estate, and Andre knew about it. He knew about it. Because that greed demon is what Andre Harrell is saying, just like takes over. He's like, he just takes over. Now he's like sitting crossed, like Indian, well, they would call it Indian style, but cross-legged, still kind of hunched over, like a little kid would be playing with grass. He's kind of sitting there like, yeah, that greed. That greed and that money will make you do. Oh, okay. He says he killed his brother. Had my brother killed for the money. For their money. For money I knew I was never even going to get. Both of my brothers. But one was a different type of energy exchange. He feels he had some kind of hand in Gerald Busby's situation, but Gerald Busby feels like he had a hand in a bunch of other people's situations too. As far as their record execs. Kevin Lighty, Kyle Lighty. But Andre Harrell is saying that his brother, he's referring to Dwight and Gerald Busby as his brothers. But he was like my brother, like. And he's just like he just can't even like, and my hands, like, I'm just feel like I just want to drop to my knees. Like, he can't even handle the weight. He can't even handle the weight of what he did to Dwight. Or what he had done. And Dwight is not in a state of confusion. I think Dwight has a daughter. A teenage daughter. And, there's certain ages that these executives and elites like these children. So a lot of celebrities, when their children get to these ages, which is 14 like through 16ish, they basically pimp their kids out. And Dwight was not willing to do that to his daughter. Like, he's like, he would never do that to his baby. He could never do that to his baby. My daughter's son, I just couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. And he was like, he always thought that everybody that did that was soulless. And he was like, he would say that. And he would always tell Andre Harrell that he was wrong for what he was doing with his son. Like, it's like, it's wrong and you know it's wrong. And he was trying to bring it to light and say that it was wrong. Trying to bring it to light and say that it was wrong. And especially because with the children, there was just a lot of babies like dying. And Heavy D had me listen to, because this was coming from Heavy D, had me listen to The Peaceful Journey album the other day. So I listened to the Peaceful Journey album the other day, and like the songs on there, he's talking about exactly what's going on in the industry that was always hush hush. And one thing about universal law, even with evil, they have to let us know like what they're doing. Like I said, that's why Michael's like, they do it through the videos and through the music, and they say things. But good also lets you know what they're doing through the music as well. And that's what Dwight was doing, and him and Lincoln Park, Chester Bennington, and the Lighty, Kyle Lighty, Kevin Lighty, something Lighty. It's a Kyle or a Kevin or Calvin or something like that. They were low-key snitching, like, on Puff and Jay. It's not so much Jay. Yeah, Jay too. And Q-Tip. Something about Q-Tip. And then Five comes in. It's like, yeah, and Q-Tip had a hand in that money. Just like they allow it to take over. They just allow it to take over. Roger Harrell is like, he's just so sorry. He's just so sorry. Dwight, I mean, Heavy D looks the same, but he's not heavy. He's not heavy at all. He's like, I don't know. I'm not good at guessing weight. I would say, like, he's like, I'm about 215, and then he's tall, so I think he's tall. Feels like he's tall. He says, I'm about 215 now. Well, when he wants to be, he still eats what he wants, but he's like kinda energetically. He's just thanking me and smiling and with a cigar. Sorry. Thanking me and smiling with a cigar. I'm like kind of telling like that. Well, that was overwhelming in smoke, but that's cool. He has roots in is there tobacco farms in Jamaica? I've never been to Jamaica. Something about tobacco farms in Jamaica. His family's tied to. So he likes a good cigar. And he's like, but what I was going to say before he blew the smoke, his birthday was the other day too, so happy birthday. What I was going to say the other day before he blew the smoke was that he had like a little chip right here in his teeth. Like when he was Heavy D and doing all of that. He had like a little chip he had a little chip right there. And he doesn't have that anymore. He's just like cheesing. He's like, I don't have that anymore. My teeth are straight as yours. It's like, okay, cool. But he wants to thank everybody for still rocking with. They all of them want to thank like all their Dwight. Fife wants to be called Fife. So Fife Dog, Dwight, Fife Dog, Jam Master J. Who else? That's what I'm feeling right now. That's who's here right now. Wants to thank everybody for giving that good energy. It's like we gotta raise the vibration. They're playing a lot of tricks, like Pac, yeah, the media's full of dirty tricks, we know. They're pulling a lot of tricks, so like you guys really gotta keep your eyes open is what they're saying. You know, you don't take everything at face value. If you know something's not right in your gut, it's not right. Regardless of political views and who you want to like and who you think was the best world leader. That's what he does, world leader. I almost dropped my crystal. Don't get caught up in the, he said, don't get caught up in man. Don't get caught up in man. Trust the plan. Trust the plan. Don't be caught up in man. Trust the plan. Don't be caught up in man. Always rhyming, which is cool. Don't be caught up in man-made ideals and idols. Man's idealisms and regularize, which is the root to the word religion, which means to regulate. Sit on that a moment. You are the one you've been waiting for, is what he's saying. Nobody's coming back to save you. At least ain't nobody coming. Like you think, like, she said, no one's coming out of the sky. And if you really believe the scriptures, Whitney's saying, they said that, and now they're not connected with that Jesus energy that they were connected with on this side. It's like it's the Christos, the Christ, the all, like it's the Christ energy, because I know that energy, which is what I connect with. Beautiful energy. But anyway, Whitney was saying that that energy has never left and has always been there. And it's within you. So really the metaphor of the story of the Bible, and she wanted me to pull, I have these cards, sorry. I'm going to pull a card for Whitney because she wants me to read a verse for y'all. She's been singing gospel and stuff today. We sang some gospel in the car. I'll post it. Who's behind? What's on? Oh, SWV. I don't even know what song that is. Maybe I'll turn that on, maybe I won't. But Whitney wants, she said it had always been a war for the heart. The mind's always been easy to play, but it's the heart that can never be duplicated. You can duplicate a brain because it's a processor of your heart. Your heart is your true brain. And what governs your true brain, your heart, really is your gut, like your digestive tract and your intestinal system. So when you feel it in your gut, and you feel it in your, like, deep in your soul, it's that's your brain, your heart brain processing doing its work. All right, Whitney. Not even sure what the time is at, but I'm gonna thank everybody for being here. Thank you all. Pull this card, and I'm gonna end this with that. And I'll turn on the TV here. Turn up the TV a little bit, she says. Oh, it's back that way. What About Your Friends is on. I put it just on a random playlist, a random Hat to the Back song playlist on, see that just flew out, I don't know if y'all saw that. Let me grab it. Yeah. It says, celebrate the beautiful gift of life. Let the heavens be glad and the earth rejoice. Let the sea and everything in it shout its praise. And she's like, hallelujah, like sing and go dance and go out and be free. And she's like, and if you're not, she says, it's just, if you're not sick, don't act sick, is what she's saying. If you're not sick, don't act sick. They shouldn't be telling you how to feel. If you don't feel sick, you shouldn't be acting sick. If you don't feel sick, you shouldn't be acting sick, is what she said. So I'm going to read this. And I'm going to continue to listen to music and get the vibration up for Andre, because at least he's sitting up right now and his head's not buried. We still got the tears, but like, Dwight's like, nigga, if you don't get your big ass up. Excuse my language. Oh, so he's laughing. He likes to laugh. He's easy one to like joke with. Like at his clear spirit. Like the essence of him, like his is a very joyful person. Both of them almost had like the same essence before greed took over the other one. So I'm gonna read this for Whitney, and then I'm gonna go. Celebrate the beautiful gift of life. And it says, children love to play, sing, hold on. Rewind that. Here we go. Children love to dance, sing, and play. Celebration can be a natural way of being for us. Why can't I, like, read? Hold on now. Let me get some water. Left Eye wants her song to finish playing. So Whitney was like, she's like, my church isn't done. And then Left Eye is like, but I want to say something. Left Eye, what do you want to say? She wants a different card. So I'll pull one for her out of here. She's like, will you pull it now? Yes, I will do it now. For you, Lisa. Lisa. I'm going to put Whitney's card by her. Lisa. That's Lisa's card. She's like, I appreciate y'all, and she appreciates me doing this. And then on the bottom of my deck, there's this. Here, I do this. Magician in the mirror. So she's like, I like how you work your out with me, girl. Like, I like that fire, is what she's saying. Oh, but like I was saying earlier in this video, I was talking about the goldish. There it is. And this is a 53, so it's an 8. That's my number. I was talking about that gold bluish color. That's it right there. If you can kind of see it, I don't know. I can see it. She said that's what it is, and if you can't see it, you ain't meant to see it. Check this out. Okay. What's this? Alrighty. All right, Whitney. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read yours. And she was like, "All right, appreciate you." Is what Left Eye said. Yeah, this song will take me right back to 7th grade. It's SWB's week. Anyway, I'm gonna read this. Celebrate the beautiful gift of life. Children love to dance, sing, and play. Celebration can be a natural way of being for us too, as we grow into adulthood. We regain our childhood sense of awe and wonder by delighting in this beautiful earth that God created. New life is another reason to rejoice. When a baby is born, people celebrate with gifts and offer congratulations to the parents. You can continue to celebrate your baby steps and new beginnings throughout your adult life too. Nurture and celebrate your inner child by communing with God, who loves you so much, through prayer. Those quiet moments talking with God can lift your worries and burdens so that you see the blessings and the beauty in life. There's so much to celebrate and for which to be grateful. And then the actual Bible verses, Psalms 96:11 through 12, and it says, "Let the heavens be glad and let the earth rejoice. Let the sea and everything in it shout his praise. Let the fields and their crops burst out with joy. Let the tree of the forest sing for joy." So I'm ending it with that. Whitney says thank you, and she's like, and we will be back next week for another Wild Out Windy. Wild Out Windy. Windy. Oh, not Wild Out. Well, she said we will be back next week for a Wild Out Whitney, and we can talk about Wendy. Wendy will. Oh, she's like, oh, you know Wendy Williams. Now she knows, like, there's somebody that will give her a voice. She got to talk to her. She said, I'm going to talk to her next week because it's not my birthday. It's Lisa's birthday, and it was Dwight's birthday. So happy birthday to the babies, and they're going to get back to their party. And if you enjoyed this reading, please like, share, subscribe, whatever you do. My website is ancestor.oracle.net. And you can go to my Instagram and follow me. You can follow me on Facebook. Let's see, what else? Yeah, that's it. If you got any questions about, like, any questions for them or somebody you want me to try to connect with, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Thanks, everybody. Peace.